Hey there, welcome back to Marketing Matchmaker and Happy New Year, my friends. It's officially 2025 and I am beyond thrilled to spend the very first day of the new year with you. Whether you're recovering from last night's champagne toast or already diving headlong into your resolutions or just easing into the new year with a strong cup of coffee, let me say this. You made it. You made it through the holiday season. You made it through the craziness of the last couple of weeks or months. You've also made it through the last year, whether it was a great year or not so great year. Before we dive into your ambitious goals and to-do lists, let's pause for a second because I want to avoid lingering on what didn't go as planned last year, because we've all been there. And I want to celebrate the wins that brought us to this moment. Whether your wins were monumental or small victories that only you noticed, they matter. I had a friend once, a couple of years ago, when I was struggling and in not so great a mental place, sit down with me and ask me what my wins were. And at the time, I couldn't think of any. And as we started driving into the little things that made shifting my life and my business more exciting or happier, I understood that those small wins are just as important as those massive monumental wins. So take a moment and really think about this last year. What were your small wins? The reality is running a business is an unpredictable ride. Some days you're sprinting, other days it's a slow crawl, and sometimes it feels like you're just stuck in the mud. Here's the truth. Every stumble, every curveball, and every win when you said, yes, I nailed this, it's part of that journey. And success isn't a straight line. It is messy and colorful and uniquely yours. So take a moment to enjoy it and really see what the success of this last year was for you. And as we step into this next year, I want to ask you a few questions. First, what do you want 2025 to look like? Is it scaling? Is it growing slowly? Is it something that doesn't have anything to do with your business at all? Really think about that. And then around your business, if you could fix one thing about your business with a magic wand, what would it be? And what's one small but intentional step you can take today to move you closer to your goals? Here's the good news. You don't need to have it all figured out right now. Success doesn't come from giant leaps. It's built through consistent, purposeful steps forward. And as long as you're continuing to move forward, you will hit that successful goal. That brings me to the topic for today's episode. We're tackling something that so many business owners struggle with. I know I have in the past, and so I like to step into this new year with a real clear focus on burnout and the temptation to equate working harder with growing faster. Let me say it louder for those in the back. Burnout is not a strategy. Instead, we're going to focus on scaling smarter, not harder. And by the end of this episode, you will have actionable tools to grow your business without sacrificing your sanity. I have been there. It is not a fun place to hang out. So let's talk about things that you can do instead. Let's start with your marketing juggling act. You know the one. You're trying to keep all those plates spinning, whether that's blogging or social media or email campaigns or podcasts, or maybe you're running ads. By the end of the week, you're just praying that none of these plates crash to the floor. It's exhausting, isn't it? And no matter how much time and energy you pour into it, it feels like you're barely making a dent, like you're not getting to that next level. Here's the most logical reason why that is. You're marketing without a strategy. And marketing without a strategy is like running on a treadmill. You're putting in a ton of effort and energy, but you're not actually going anywhere. For so many business owners, the problem isn't the effort or the capability. It's being stuck in a reactive mode. Your marketing to-do list is long and varied. Maybe it's something like write a blog post, but do you really have time for that? Or post on social media, but do you know what to say? Or send an email campaign, but wait, when's the last time you actually engaged your email list? Or maybe it's run ads because I'm not getting any leads. This reactive cycle feels productive in the moment, but it often leads to inconsistency, exhaustion, and minimal or non-existent results. So let me hit you with a very hard truth. Doing all of these things, having a reactive marketing strategy, is a good way to lead to burnout, to just wanting to give it all up. And burnout doesn't lead to growth. It leads to sloppy execution, missed opportunities, and a serious case of, why am I even doing this? And I know that you are too talented and capable to settle for that. So if burnout isn't the answer, the question is, what is? The key is to focus on 3 pillars that really support a sustainable growth system. So you start with systems, automation, and delegation. These are your secret weapons for scaling smarter, not harder. So systems means to stop reinventing the wheel. Think of your systems like your GPS. They give you a clear route to follow, removing the guesswork and saving your time, which means doing things like, if you have a process that is repeatable and that you do the same thing every time, whether that's onboarding a new client or maybe sending out a nurture sequence or an email, set it up in a way that is repeatable so that either you can automate it or you can delegate it to someone else. So audit your current process. What are things that are chaotic? Start with one area, like maybe it's how you manage your social media or how you handle leads. Identify one opportunity to streamline. In my business, my onboarding process is the same for every client, and it is completely automated. So they are going through a process before they even get to me. I am gathering every piece of information I need. It allows me to automate and delegate, which removes me from having to do everything in my business. Second is automation, because it is your best time-saving friend. Automation isn't just for big companies or even medium-sized companies. It's for everyone. It allows you to do more with less effort. So having something like a CRM tool, whether that's ActiveCampaign or ConvertKit or MailChimp, allows you to set up a customer journey and bring them in automatically. It allows you to send emails, follow-up emails to new leads automatically. So you didn't have to lift one finger. Or it allows you to set up a sales process automatically. So again, you're making money while you sleep. Automation can really help you to scale your business without having to invest in more people or more time. So choose one task to automate this month. Maybe it's scheduling your social media posts. You realize that almost every social media platform has their own scheduler. And if you don't want to use that, they have a million of them out there. You could schedule your social media posts 3 to 6 months out if you wanted to. Maybe it's setting up your email sequences, making sure that as a lead comes in or someone comes in to connect with you, they get nurtured emails to follow. Or maybe it's organizing your onboarding process. All of these things can save you time and money and effort. Even the smallest automation can save hours. And then there's delegation. If you don't have to do it all, don't do it. Here's the truth. You can't and should not do everything yourself. Delegating tasks to experts is one of the smartest moves you can make. My podcast is edited by a video editor and gets it out there so that I don't have to. Because I can promise you, even if I can, which I probably could figure it out, it's going to take me 6 times as long as it takes him. So delegation frees up your time and ensures the tasks are handled by someone with the right expertise, someone that can actually move the needle faster for you. So imagine handing over your content strategy or your ad management to a agency or to a VA. Or imagine working with a fractional CMO or a consultant to set up a strategy. Instead of stressing over the details, you're free to focus on what you do best in your business. So identify one task that drains your energy. What's that thing that you have to do every day, every week, that you resent doing every day and every week? If it's not your zone of genius, give it up. Delegate this quarter and watch how much space in your schedule frees up. Next, we really want to shift your mindset for smarter growth, because scaling isn't just about tools and processes. It's about changing how you think about growth. It's about overcoming common fears that often hold business owners back. The fear of losing control, which I get. Honestly, when I was running my agency, that was one of my biggest issues, giving up control by delegating to other people. And I will tell you right now, it is one of the things that led to my burnout. Delegating isn't about giving up control. It's about gaining clarity. It's about trusting the experts that allows you to focus on the bigger picture. Removing that fear of losing control really does allow you to free up your bandwidth so that you can do the things that you are best at. Then there's that fear of investing in your business. I totally get it. I've been there. And I also know that investing in your business and in marketing can sometimes feel risky, especially if you've been burned before. The key is to really focus on tracking measurable results like leads or conversion or revenue growth. These things can really help you to know whether or not you're going to get an ROI, a return on your investment, in any area of your business. So if you're working with a coach or if you're working with a VA, looking at the things that are measurable within your business that you can see increasing, whether that's money or time or leads, can really help you to be a little more willing to invest the next time. It is all about understanding what is important for you to track within your business and how you're going to do that. One of my fractional CMO clients, when I came on, did not have that set up in place. And when we sat down and set up those KPIs and understood where he was spending money and what his investment was bringing, we were better able to analyze what was working and what wasn't, which made him invest in other areas that could actually bring in more money and remove investment in areas that weren't quite producing what he wanted to. That's the kind of thing that can happen when you really lean into investing in your business. And the third mindset that I'd love for all of you to really focus on is that perfectionism trap. Because I will tell you right now, there is nothing out there that is perfect. And done is always better than perfect. Waiting for everything to be flawless really is going to slow you down, and it keeps you from making progress. So dialing in what it is, what is the basic minimum value that you can actually put out there in a way that you would still be proud of without it having to be perfect, is going to allow you to scale faster, get things out there faster, and also learn what's working and what isn't. So many people, especially in the course world, tend to try and have a perfect course before they're ready to launch it. And I will tell you right now, you're never going to launch if that's what you're looking for. If you're running a service-based business, there are strategies that can really help you to grow and scale in 2025. They'll help you to focus on what works, cut out the noise, and position your business as the go-to expert in your industry. The first is to focus on platforms where your ideal clients are most active. For B2B businesses, it might be LinkedIn. For B2C businesses, it might be Facebook or YouTube or Instagram or TikTok. Really understanding where your ideal clients hang out allow you to create a strategy around that platform, which then allows you to nurture long-term relationship and bring them into your world. I will also say getting people off of social media is going to be essential. So some kind of lead magnet that brings them into your world so that you can start nurturing them through emails. It's going to make your life so much easier. I always encourage my clients to focus on 1 or 2 high impact channels first. So if, for instance, you know your clients hang out on Instagram and TikTok, maybe those are the 2 platforms that you work on. Or maybe you know your clients don't hang out on any of those, but they do hang out on YouTube a lot. Then focus on that one platform and do everything you can to make your time, energy, and effort on that platform successful. Next, make sure that you are positioning yourself as the authority in your industry, because people want to work with the experts. By consistently sharing high value content, you build trust and position yourself as a leader in your field. Maybe you're getting out there as a speaker, or maybe you're creating your own speaking platform like a podcast or webinars. Set yourself up in a way that people look to you to find answers. Those are the people that are going to end up buying from you in the long run. And the last thing is to create an actionable, scalable plan. Because scaling isn't about doing more. It's about doing better with what you have. So audit your current efforts. What's working? What's draining your time, energy, and money? Set up one clear goal for every quarter. Start with this quarter. Maybe it's increasing your leads or improving your client retention. Whatever that goal is, pick one thing that you're going to focus on that's going to make the year better. It's going to move the needle. Track your progress. Use tools like Google Analytics or your CRM software to measure results and adjust as needed, including the back end of your social media. You can really tell a lot about whether or not your messaging is landing by whether or not people are engaging with you. Creating that scalable plan of really understanding what's working and what's not, and doing more of what's working, will really help you to scale smarter and not pour so much time, energy, and effort into your business that you burn out. Scaling your business does not have to be overwhelming. And by focusing on things like systems and automation and delegation, you can grow without burning out. It is possible. You can grow quickly or slowly. It all is going to depend on what it is that you want to do. So as we wrap up, let me challenge you with something. What's one marketing task you can streamline, automate, or delegate this week? And what's one step you can take to start building your marketing roadmap for 2025? If you're ready to make this year the one where you scale smarter, not harder, I'm here to help. Head over to yourmarketingmatchmaker.com and sign up for a free strategy session. Start the new year with clarity and direction. I promise that you will leave with at least one actionable item that will help you to grow your business, increase your revenue, and scale your impact. Here's to a year of action, growth, and success without the grind and burnout. You've got this. I am here cheering you on every step of the way, and Marketing Matchmaker is going to provide you with the help to get you where you want to go. Until next time, really focus in on how you can take that first step this week. Thank you for listening to the Marketing Matchmaker podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, I would love to hear your feedback. Please head over to Apple, iTunes, and leave a review so we can hear from you. And if you are a coach, consultant, or online course creator who are looking to grow your business, increase your income, and scale your impact, connect with me at yourmarketingmatchmaker.com. I look forward to hearing from you.